Hello, everybody. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear me before I start? Can you hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me before I start. Because this is going to be brief, y'all. Very brief, very brief, very brief. The hypocrisy has got to be called out. Okay. Y'all can't hear me? Okay, I'm going to get even. Come on. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, y'all hear me? Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure y'all can hear me. So we good now, right? Hey, Lean Bean. Hey, Miss Rye. Hey, sis. Hey, the Bushes. Hey, Boo. Burn, burn. What it do? What it the fuck do, y'all? Okay. All right. First of all, let's talk about the town hall meeting. As y'all know, yesterday, Sir King did a town hall meeting basically about how Jay Wilson treat others. Okay. Hey, Miss Douglas. Jay Wilson attempted to go live over Sir King to open up his Walmart across from Sir King's Target, and Sir King fucked him up in numbers. It was going good, but in the beginning, when Jadon first hit that platform, I said, "Oh, it's gonna be some shit," because Jadon does what she does, very uncivilized, like an uncivilized animal. She tried to switch it up on what's his name? On Bernadette, right? So is it not Bernadette? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Why can't I get no names right now? Probably because I'm Russian. All right, so it did start off okay. It really did. Outside of that, Jay Dunn actually ruined his panel. I'm gonna be completely honest. It turned to something totally different. However, the point was made, but I don't think. See, Jay Wilson does this thing called word salad and play on words, right? And a lot of y'all do that in this sector. I know there's a lot of content creators do that. Y'all move the goalpost and try to make it seem as if it's not what it is that the person has said, and sometimes the message get lost. Jay Wilson, they didn't do that just he did that live wasn't invented just to be like, oh, look what he did, all these victims, to make you look good or feel like you were the shit. Because now Jay Wilson is going to switch the narrative around to that, which he's supposed to, and make it seem like they look, I got these motherfuckers so pressed they doing this, these busted biscuits, right? But the truth is, you are a narcissist, you are an asshole, you're very fucking arrogant. And they basically was yeah, she you said now she fucking up the end of shit. Yeah, like she just don't have no self-control. Like honestly. Max Boogie. Hey Boogie Boogie. Um and I think that he's trying to make it seem like it's something else. These people don't like you because the way that you treat people. As far as the Tommy and Castro thing, no, they're perfectly grown men, right? You didn't tell Castro to go over. I mean, tell Tommy to go over there. You didn't tell Tommy to hit him with the brick, but you used a situation and made a profit off of them. And when they did decide to not go to your platform, meaning Castro, you went over into his platform to basically the poke when you knew it was gonna bring him over to your platform. You did the same thing with Brian. I watched you do that with people a lot. And then you try to act like you said, "Oh, I don't know. They just try these hoes." But we're gonna get into where the hoes and bitches come from too. Oh, Jay Wilson, we about to get into it. But before we get there, let's talk about this. So you say if it's not on YouTube, if it's on YouTube, you're gonna talk about it, correct? But a lot of your shit is on YouTube as well, right? Hey, John Sadrea, some you just don't even fucking know. You're being caught. You're being pulled out the closet. That was YouTube. you making the poor decision to solicit strange men, strangers off of websites, right? That was on YouTube. And you do a lot of projection, a lot of fucking projection. So my only thing with the 13 thing that I can give is that I think JJ done ruined it along with a few others. It lost the point of it. But another thing you do, you try to make people feel bad about who they are. You damn people. Then you said that even the situation with you and Ness, the Ness Lyros. Well, you Lyrosed the fuck on me. You said I had boards to my motherfucking windows. Remember you said that? Yeah. So you went by a beef between Rita and I, something that Rita said in her roast, and showed pictures that if you pull up to that if you screenshot the pictures, you can also see a reflection from the houses across the street to my fucking window. Okay. See, if I'm gonna talk some shit and the roast that somebody else said, I'm gonna make sure that I can prove it. So that's no biggie, right, Mr. West? And I'm glad Mr. West, y'all was mad about Mr. West, and I'm glad he came up there and he basically pointed out who the fuck Jay Dunn was. And you two cameras, before I get there, let me get to you. There was a planned meet and greet between Room Shaker and Ghetto. On another platform, Ghetto, hey Blake, Ghetto expressed that his woman didn't have a problem with him meeting up with the women that he chose because they aren't considered bad bitches, right? I'm paraphrasing, but that's what it was. YouTube cameras got mad because Ghetto was doing the whole runaround. She stayed live for hours, I guess waiting for the meetup to happen on her platform. When it didn't, she pissed the bitch and she was mad, and it ended up happening, but not happening on Shakim's. Her and Ghetto got into it. What I found very strange was even on Shakim's, you brought up a clip, that clip where Ghetto had said that. Yet and still, you were pushing for him to go see Room Shaker, knowing how he felt and that he had already disrespected not just her but others and said some hurtful ass shit. You then reiterated the same thing on your platform and played the audio that you had before them even, I guess, planning to actually really do this. I don't know. You're a piece of shit your motherfucking self. Because and this shows how much of a fake ass bitch you are. Because you knew that this man said some real hurtful shit, and only because it didn't work out in your favor, Haley, on your motherfucking platform, then you decide to release the audio. If y'all don't see that as no fake ass shit, y'all out your fucking mind. That's my only fucking feelings on that whole meetup. This sector have a way of people exposing themselves, who they truly are. Leak, they be bugging. They be bugging, Leak. So, speaking past, going back, fast forward into Jay Wilson. As you continue to go, and Heidi lies too. Just to let y'all know. But that whole Pizarro shit, that don't even sound like Pizarro. Hit her up something, yeah, don't do that. Didn't even sound like Pizarro. I don't get that out of her. This new shit, what she doing with Lemon, definitely out. This some new shit. But that shit right there, that Heidi was lying. Hey, Rainey. So, Jay Wilson, you constantly talk about people. You need to get a job, and they get mad when I talk about education. And ooh, Miss O, they mad at you because you got degrees. Don't nobody give a fuck about y'all nut ass degrees because y'all don't know what other. Hey, beautiful liar, y'all don't know who the fuck got what. Everybody just don't have to use. See, people that have to brag about stuff like that because that's it. Y'all don't have nothing else to that people gonna like y'all for. So I caught a lot of little shit when you tried to bring Demus O in on it with the whole they jealous. No, they not. Motherfuckers just tired of you, Jay Wilson. They are. Niggas just tired of you. Hey, my boo, exposed. They tired of you. But here's the funny thing. Hey, Cheryl, while you was sitting there talking shit day after day, calling people busted biscuits, saying, hey, Jazz, like they don't want nothing in life. They don't have nothing in life. You can't manage to keep a job from YouTube. Not even in the Lord's house. Read what the fuck you talking about. They been talking about Jay Wilson fired all fucking week. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay, especially you don't use the degrees you have. That part, facts on facts. Well, I wanna walk y'all back to Nest Live when Jay Wilson went over there and acted a complete fool. He acted like an educated coon. Jay Wilson goes over on Nest Live and he start using the word pussy and just Andrea, I seen pussy and all. You know what I mean? It was very rude. And Jay Wilson, the reason why motherfuckers criticize you so much because you hold the title of a pastor. But you aren't a pastor, right? You made it clear. Look how I spell it. I don't hate somebody lying. I don't pastor nobody's church or nothing like that. But what I do know, hey, Simply Silver, what I do know is that you are a reverend. But before I get to that fucking tea, right? Let me say this too. Hey, Charlie, you did a live yesterday. Again, you tried to fucking, we knew what you was doing. You thought that you were going to take Madison Sir King's numbers. Right? We watched you do this with many fucking people. And Tweety, when you could not do that, you began to listen to the live and you was mad as fuck. But you kept saying, this is funny. And everything that angered you, I knew the shit fucking pissed you off because you kept saying, oh, this is hilarious. Y'all, they fighting each other. That's the norm. That's the fucking norm. But had Sir King played the receipt, see, I'm not gonna play the fucking receipt. Y'all can pay me for that shit though. But I'm not gonna play the receipt because I don't want your bitch ass to fucking strike me, right? But I am gonna talk about the fucking receipt, nigga. Oh yes, I is. Not am. I'm sorry. I'm talking to you because you know you real educated and you all on the grammar and the way we pronunciate things, right? How dare my bald-headed ass motherfucking mouth say is. R to the Izzo. That's the anthem. Right? Hey Barry, how the missus doing? Hey Zero Fucks Giving. Yeah, he'll pass around from Jack to motherfucking Grinder. So the day, so you was very much pissed, and you know how I know you was pissed because you went live this morning and still talk about how you not pissed, and that it was a flop. No, it wasn't. No, the fuck it wasn't. Hey, Sassy, flop my ass. Well, let's go, y'all, because I gotta get off here, so I'm gonna say it real quick. So remember the time when Jay Wilson went on Nessa's Live and acted a fool? The reason why motherfuckers that get on you, Jay Wilson, because of the title that you carry. You have told us many a times that you're not a pastor, which is true. Now, so the next day, right? Even after you went back to your platform and bragged about how you hey Cola, how you tore nuts up and all that, and you went over there and she gave you exactly the attention you needed or whatever. Remember how you kept bragging and boasting about that? Well, the very next day, you came live and said that you were changing the format of your channel, your platform. You will be doing interviews, politics. You said a few educational things. You know, you was changing it, right, y'all? Yeah, that was definitely fucking successful, sweetie. because these niggas are still laughing at you the many times that you can't go live talking about this shit, saying you're not bothered. But do y'all remember that day? Okay, well, for those who don't remember that day, Benj, let me tell y'all why Jay Wilson did that. The reason why you did that, Jay Wilson, because you, right, stood before your pastor and the associate pastor, and you actually were in the process of ordination, right? Through, hey, CEO boss lady, through MCC. Okay, so the ordination that you now they and when they introduce you, you were introduced as Dr. James Wilcox. And they were welcoming you and they were, praising you and said, that you are now in the process of ordination for you to. Here comes the promotion. Here comes the fucking promotion, Jay Wilson. You were up for a fucking ordination because you were going to be what? What were you going to be in charge of, Jay Wilson? Hey, the B Sector Podcast, Barn Dog, chilling. You and motherfucker, you did get a motherfucking promotion. You were gonna be the reverend, but you were gonna be over finance. Ain't that some shit, y'all? Ain't that some shit? And what else, Jay Wilson? Education. And you know what's so sad? They said let's all join hands. I'm not lying. I'm telling y'all the truth. Let's all, hey, Illuminate, bro. They said let's all join hands, and they touched and agreed and they prayed you. And so I think it was somebody else that was about to be a part of another ministry while y'all was going through this ordination. Now, mind you, he's already ordained. For y'all to be like, well, he ain't he just being ordained. No, he's being ordained to do other things spiritually inside of the, I guess, spiritual background. And Jay Wilson, you even lied to told these people that you was doing this volunteer. See, my fly girl, aka California girl, was dropping some knowledge, some gems and QB chats last night, and it wasn't fucking adding up with what your fucking story was, right? And she's real intelligent, so I knew this was some good shit. I knew this was some good ass shit, right? So come to find out, nigga, you was getting paid for that shit. Hold on, y'all. My doorbell rang. Hold on. Talk amongst yourself for a second. Mr. Wilson. I'm back. Hey, Miss Queenie. So, Molly. So yeah. So you actually did get a promotion. Now this, hey ladies here. Now this is, hey everybody that I miss. Now this is where shit start adding up. It's a cheese steak. Hold on. Sorry, look, I don't like the smell of cheese steaks. So my B. So now I'm curious, right? So, and mind you, this is before this shit comes out, before I get this little fucking receipt. So then I noticed your change in behavior, and automatically you just start getting angry as fuck. Like you was bitching and hoeing every fucking live. And I'm like, yo, like this not like him. Now they say off the scenes, behind the scenes, you a cursing motherfucker, right? You start getting more flamboyant, right? You start talking to the dog and baby talk. I heard that the other day. I thought that was cute. So I was like, oh, you want the covers? I heard you. Where daddy at? Wanted us to keep thinking that you and Mark lived together, that y'all was in this beautiful union. You like, thank you guys for riding to my other home. Like you corny. You corny, right? So I'm wondering, like, why the fuck is he doing all this cursing and and especially the over uses of the word hoe and bitch, right? And then something dawned on me. Hey, this nigga not at that church no more, right? It was just an assumption. He can't be at the church with the title of a reverend, and at this time y'all knew him as a pastor, doing all this cussing and the shit that he was saying to different people like Brian and about education, this and that, and getting a job and how to have a job, and you bragging like you're about your big gazette job, right? So I did this live last week, and QB went a little further, and then QB pulled up the church. So we went all the way back, and the time goes all the way back, literally, since that argument with you and us, right? And we noticed my first Casio leaning against the wall without the bench. Your fat ass probably don't fuck the bench up, right? But one interesting video came up where y'all was damn near in a sing-off in the whole religious cipher. And that man, what's so crazy? Your body double that they gave you look damn near just like you. You was singing your heart out, not enough to get that motherfucker position back. So then I thought about it. I said, now out of the 20 people that's a part of this church congregation over on Facebook, hey, stay tuned. At least 18 of these people are from the B sector, right? How I know? Because like Saw Face Whites, Deanna welcomed us in the room. She literally became a virtual fucking usher, right? On y'all Facebook congregation. And J Mag, and I'm like, oh, somebody done got closer. They done sent them motherfucking videos. Oh, they done got that nigga. I say, oh, they done got that nigga, cause we ain't seen no more of you. So I think what happened is you got fired around that fucking time, because all this shit lines the fuck up. And then we noticed you was back to the same bullshit that you was in, but you just start getting even more mad and shit because now you need more money because you lost that money. But the funny part of all this shit is ain't nothing funny about nobody losing their fucking job. But the funny part about it is you such a fucking liar and a hypocrite, and you always trying to put other people fucking down, that your motherfucking educated ass gonna say that you took a sabbatical from the fucking church. Now, you can't take a sabbatical for some shit you ain't getting paid for, right? That's where the MCC comes from. Nigga, you was hired and you was going through the ordination to be in charge of the ministry, head of the ministry, reverend of the ministry of finance and I'm sorry, and educate. Yeah, I still ain't put your non-singing ass on music. I noticed that shit. And ministry for education, and you were being paid by them, and they let you the fuck go. Why they let you go? For the dumb shit you doing now today. So so that's my sum up of the town hall. What I felt as though it served a purpose, and it was damn good because it made you come on here today and try to fucking play it the fuck off like you're not mad, and keep trying to dump it off on Jay Dunn, and they had them up there fighting on. Nigga, we got the most important fucking part. We got the best part out of all of it. To see you over there, you couldn't pull his numbers. You couldn't suck out his room. The only reason people left out his room because of J9. Okay, she's like a vampire. She sucked the life out of fucking platforms and shit, right? But the mere fact that you up there keep saying child shows that you are very much fucking bothered and fucking uncomfortable. Stop lying to these fucking people. And before you fucking get on here teasing people about being on government assistance and not having a job and alcoholics and all that bullshit, nigga, you need to give yourself that motherfucker prep talk. Because guess what? You the only nigga that lost more jobs from YouTube than a nigga just losing motherfucking jobs on it, whatever the fuck else they doing. You lost. Where is your emotional intelligence? Where is your emotional intelligence and knowing when to get the fuck off? That was like a purge. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to be about my day. Y'all be about y'all's and enjoy it. Like, share, and sub if you haven't already. And if you choose to support the channel financially, $,